Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to stop playing small and step into the greatness God designed you for? I'm Myron Golden, and I'm here to tell you that success is not a lottery ticket, it's a blueprint. You don't stumble into wealth, impact, or freedom. You build it with intention, discipline, and a relentless commitment to God's principles. If you're sitting there thinking, Myron, I'm stuck, I'm struggling, I don't know where to start, then buckle up, because I'm about to drop 10 rules of success you must follow to take you from where you are to where you were born to be. Here's the hook: if you don't master these rules, you're not just missing success, you're robbing the world of the greatness inside you. Let's dive in. Your belief is the foundation of every triumph you'll ever achieve, the invisible force that shapes your reality and sets the trajectory of your destiny. If you want to rise above your circumstances, you must first elevate your mind. Too many people let their current situation, whether it's a depleted bank account, a string of failures, or a world that tells them they're not enough, define what's possible. But let me hit you with a hook. Your circumstances don't control your future, your convictions do. The Bible says in Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Your thoughts are the blueprint, and your belief is the architect. If you believe small, you'll stay small. If you believe big, you'll build big. I went from hauling trash to coaching entrepreneurs to millions because I dared to believe God's promises over the limits society tried to impose on me. What do you see when you close your eyes and dream? Do you see a life of impact, wealth, and purpose? Or are you stuck staring at the walls of your current reality? Here's the truth. Your mind is either your greatest asset or your biggest obstacle. The difference between those who succeed and those who stagnate is not talent or opportunity. It's the audacity to believe beyond what's in front of them. Hook your vision is the ceiling of your success, so why not aim for the stars? Every great achievement in history, from skyscrapers to global movements, started as a thought in someone's mind, a thought they refused to let die. You've got to train your mind to see possibilities where others see problems, to see opportunities where others see dead ends. Let's get real for a moment. Doubt is a dream killer. It's that voice whispering, you're not qualified or you don't have enough resources. But doubt only wins if you let it. I've coached people who started with nothing, no network, no capital, no fancy degrees, yet they built empires because they believed in their God-given potential. Hook, your belief is the spark that turns impossibilities into inevitabilities. Take inventory of your thoughts right now. What lies are you believing about yourself? Maybe it's that you're too young, too old, too inexperienced, or too broke. Crush those lies. Replace them with truths rooted in faith and purpose. The Bible says in Mark 9:23, all things are possible to him who believes. That's not a suggestion. It's a divine guarantee. Believing bigger means acting bigger. When I decided to believe I could impact millions, I didn't just sit there. I studied, I invested in myself, I took risks. Belief without action is just daydreaming. You've got to align your habits with your vision. If you believe you're called to lead, start leading where you are. If you believe you're destined for wealth, start learning the principles of wealth creation. Hook, your belief sets the stage, but your actions steal the show. Surround yourself with people who fuel your faith, not your fears. Read books that expand your mind. Pray for wisdom to see the path God's laid out for you. The world is full of people who settle for less because they let their circumstances dictate their ceiling. But you're different. You're called to more. You've got a purpose that's bigger than your past, your pain, or your present. Hook, your belief is the key that unlocks the door to your destiny. So, what's it going to be? Will you let your circumstances define you, or will you let your belief design you? Choose to believe bigger today. Visualize the life you're meant to live and take one bold step toward it. Your future is waiting, and it's bigger than you can imagine. The secret to building wealth and creating impact lies not in chasing money, but in solving problems that matter. The marketplace doesn't reward your passion or your good intentions. It rewards the value you deliver. Hook. Millionaires don't hunt for dollars, they hunt for problems to solve. The bigger the problem you tackle, the greater the reward you reap. Think about it, every successful business, from tech giants to local startups, exists because someone identified a pain point and created a solution that people were willing to pay for. I've built multiple 7-figure businesses, not by focusing on what I could get, but by obsessing over what I could give. When you shift your mindset from how can I make money to how can I make a difference, you unlock a level of abundance most people never touch. Consider the problems all around you, frustrations, inefficiencies, or unmet needs in your community, industry, or even your own life. That's where your opportunity lies. When I started coaching entrepreneurs, I saw a massive problem. Too many business owners were stuck, overwhelmed, and unable to scale. My solution: teaching them how to craft irresistible offers and systematize their growth. That single focus turned my expertise into millions. Hook, your next paycheck is hiding in the problem you're ignoring. What issue keeps your clients, colleagues, or customers up at night? Identify it, solve it, and you'll never have to chase money again. Money will chase you. Solving problems isn't just about business. It's about impact. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 9:10, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. When you commit to solving problems with excellence, you create value that transforms lives. Take a moment to think, what's a problem you're uniquely equipped to address? Maybe you're a teacher who sees students struggling with confidence, or an employee who notices inefficiencies in your workplace. Don't just complain about it, create a solution. Hook, the world doesn't pay for your whining, it pays for your winning solutions. Start small if you have to, but start. A single idea executed well can change everything. Here's the key. Your solution has to be specific and compelling. People don't buy vague promises. They buy results. When I teach entrepreneurs to create offers, I tell them to zero in on the exact pain their audience feels and deliver a clear, tangible fix. For example, don't just sell coaching. Sell a proven system to double your revenue in 90 days. Specificity sells. Hook. The sharper your solution, the bigger your success. Study your market, listen to their struggles, and craft something so valuable they can't help but say yes. That's how you turn problems into profits. But here's the flip side. Solving problems requires courage. It means stepping out of your comfort zone, taking risks, and sometimes failing before you succeed. I've had ideas flop, but each failure taught me how to refine my approach. Don't let fear stop you from addressing the problems you see. Hook. Every problem you solve is a stepping stone to the life you're meant to live. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to think bigger. Invest in learning how to solve problems better and take action daily. The world is full of problems waiting for your unique solution. Find one, fix it, and watch how fast your influence and income grow. Your purpose is tied to the problems you're called to solve. Go make it happen. Taking ownership of your results is the cornerstone of building a life of impact and abundance. No one is coming to hand you success, neither your boss, your family, nor the economy. The moment you stop pointing fingers and start taking responsibility, you step into the driver's seat of your destiny. Hook, when you own your results, you own your future. I went from driving a trash truck to building a multi-million-dollar coaching empire, not because the world gave me a break, but because I decided my outcomes were my responsibility. The Bible says in Galatians 6:7, a man reaps what he sows. Your life today is the harvest of the choices you've made. And the good news is you can plant new seeds right now. Blaming others is the fastest way to stay stuck. It's easy to say, the economy's bad, or I didn't have the right opportunities, but those excuses keep you chained to mediocrity. I grew up in a world that told me success was out of reach, but I refused to let that narrative define me. Instead, I took ownership of my education, my skills, and my hustle. Hook, excuses keep you comfortable, but ownership makes you unstoppable. Ask yourself, what's one area of your life where you're blaming someone or something else? Your finances, your career, your relationships. The moment you take responsibility, you reclaim the power to change it. Ownership means embracing both the wins and the losses. When I launched my first business, it didn't skyrocket overnight. There were failures, missteps, and moments I wanted to quit. But every setback was a lesson, and every lesson was a step toward mastery. Taking ownership means you don't just celebrate the victories. You learn from the defeats. Hook, your failures aren't roadblocks. They're roadmaps to success. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? This mindset turns obstacles into opportunities and transforms dreamers into doers. Taking ownership also means being proactive. Success doesn't happen by waiting for the perfect moment. It happens when you create it. When I decided to become a business coach, I didn't wait for permission or a fancy degree. I studied, practiced, and put myself out there, even when it felt risky. Hook, the world rewards those who move, not those who wait. What's one action you can take today to move closer to your goals? Maybe it's signing up for a course, reaching out to a mentor, or finally launching that idea you've been sitting on. Ownership is about taking the first step, then the next, and the next, until you're running toward your vision. Finally, ownership is about accountability. Surround yourself with people who hold you to a higher standard, not those who let you coast. I've built a circle of mentors and peers who call me out when I'm slacking and cheer me on when I'm soaring. Hook, your circle shapes your success. Choose wisely. Track your progress, set clear goals, and measure your results. If you're not where you want to be, don't blame the world. Look in the mirror and ask, what can I do differently? The power to change your life is in your hands. Every choice you make, every habit you build, every risk you take is a brick in the foundation of your future. Own it and watch how fast your life transforms. The secret to explosive growth in business and life lies in your ability to create offers so compelling that people feel foolish saying no. Your passion, your hard work, your dreams, they don't automatically translate into success unless you package them into an offer that delivers undeniable value. Hook, a great offer doesn't just sell, it serves and skyrockets your impact. I've built multi-million-dollar businesses by mastering the art of crafting irresistible offers, turning ideas into solutions that people eagerly pay for. Whether you're selling a product, a service, or even an idea, your offer is the bridge between your vision and your victory. An irresistible offer starts with understanding the pain points of your audience. People don't buy what you do, They buy the transformation you provide. When I started coaching, I didn't just sell business advice. I offered a clear path to doubling revenue, scaling systems, and reclaiming time. Hook, your offer is only as strong as the problem it solves. Dive deep into your market. What keeps them up at night? Is it financial stress, lack of confidence, or operational chaos? Listen to their struggles, then craft a solution that speaks directly to their needs. Specificity is your superpower. Vague promises don't close deals, but precise results do. Next, your offer must be clear and compelling. People are busy, distracted, and skeptical. You've got seconds to grab their attention and make them see the value. When I create offers, I focus on 3 things: the outcome they'll achieve, the ease of getting there, and the urgency to act now. For example, instead of saying, join my coaching program, I say, enroll today to learn a proven system to 10x your revenue in 90 days with step-by-step guidance. Clarity turns curiosity into cash. Test your offer. Can you explain it in 1 sentence? Does it make the buyer feel like they're getting a deal they can't pass up? If not, refine it until it's crystal clear. Another key is stacking value. An irresistible offer isn't just about the core product. It's about making the deal feel like a no-brainer. Add bonuses, guarantees, or exclusive benefits that amplify the perceived value. When I sell a coaching program, I might include a free strategy session, a digital course, or access to a private community. Hook stack the value so high, they'd be crazy to say no. Think about your offer right now. What can you add to make it feel like a steal? Maybe it's a quick start guide, a personalized plan, or a limited time discount. The goal is to make the buyer think this is worth way more than they're charging. Finally, an irresistible offer requires confidence. If you don't believe in your offer, why should anyone else? I've closed million-dollar deals because I know my solutions change lives. Deliver your offer with boldness, address objections up front, and stand firm in your value. Hook your confidence in your offer is the magnet that pulls in profits. Practice your pitch, anticipate concerns, and show your audience you're not just selling, you're serving. The world is full of people waiting for a solution only you can provide. Craft an offer that speaks to their deepest needs, packages your value irresistibly, and delivers results they can't ignore. That's how you turn prospects into clients and ideas into empires. Success is not a sprint. It's a marathon won through relentless consistency. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who merely dream of it lies in showing up day after day with unwavering commitment to their goals. Hook consistency turns your vision into victory, 1 step at a time. I didn't build a multi-million-dollar coaching empire overnight. It was the result of daily actions, small decisions, and a refusal to quit when the going got tough. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 9:11, the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but time and chance happen to them all. Consistency is what turns chance into certainty and effort into excellence. Think about the most successful people you admire. Their achievements aren't the result of one grand moment, but countless small, intentional steps. When I started my journey, I wasn't the most talented or the most connected, but I committed to showing up every day, studying, refining my craft, and serving my audience. Hook. Your daily habits are the bricks that build your empire. What's one action you can commit to doing daily to move closer to your goals? Maybe it's writing for 30 minutes, making 1 sales call, or learning a new skill. These small acts compound over time, creating momentum that's unstoppable. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. Too many people stall because they're waiting for the perfect plan or the perfect moment. Let me tell you, I've made mistakes, plenty of them. Failed launches, bad pitches, ideas that flopped. But each misstep taught me something, and I kept going. Hook, progress beats perfection every single time. You don't have to get it right every day. You just have to keep moving forward. If you stumble, get up. If you fail, learn. The only way you lose is if you stop. What's one area where you've been hesitating because you're afraid it won't be perfect? Start messy, but start now. Another key to consistency is focus. Distraction is the enemy of progress. In a world bombarding you with notifications, trends, and shiny objects, staying focused on your priorities is a superpower. I built my business by zeroing in on what mattered most, serving my clients and scaling my systems. Hook focus fuels your consistency, and consistency fuels your success. Create a routine that protects your time and energy. Block out distractions, set clear goals, and stick to them. What's one distraction you need to eliminate to stay on track? Maybe it's mindless scrolling or saying yes to things that don't align with your vision. Finally, consistency thrives on accountability. Surround yourself with people who push you to keep going, not those who let you slack off. I've leaned on mentors, peers, and my faith to stay disciplined. Track your progress, celebrate small wins, and adjust when needed. Hook. Your consistency is the key that unlocks your destiny. The world is waiting for your greatness, but it won't come from sporadic effort. It comes from showing up every day, putting in the work, and trusting that your persistence will pay off. Whether it's building a business, strengthening relationships, or growing personally, commit to consistent action. That's how you turn dreams into reality, one faithful step at a time. Your future is built on what you do today. Make it count. The ultimate key to lasting success is rooted in a timeless principle: give more than you take and watch abundance flow back to you. Generosity isn't just a nice gesture. It's a strategic move that unlocks wealth, impact, and fulfillment. Hook. Your generosity is the seed that grows your legacy. The Bible says in Luke 6:38, give, and it'll be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. I've built a multi-million-dollar coaching empire not by hoarding resources, but by pouring value into others through teaching, mentoring, and serving. When you give generously, you set in motion a cycle of abundance that transforms lives, including your own. Generosity starts with a mindset of abundance, not scarcity. Too many people hold back because they fear they don't have enough time, money, or knowledge. But I learned early on that giving doesn't deplete you, it multiplies you. When I started sharing my business strategies freely, even before I had a big platform, doors opened. Clients came, opportunities grew, and my influence expanded. Hook, the more you give, the more you grow. Think about your own life. What's one way you can give more right now? Maybe it's sharing your expertise with a colleague, mentoring someone starting out, or volunteering your skills for a cause. Generosity isn't about having it all. It's about giving from what you have. Giving generously also means delivering exceptional value in everything you do. In business, I've seen firsthand that the most successful entrepreneurs don't just meet expectations, they exceed them. When I create a coaching program, I don't just deliver the basics, I over-deliver with bonuses, personalized insights, and ongoing support. This builds trust, loyalty, and referrals. Hook, over-deliver, and the world will overpay you. What can you do to go above and beyond for your clients, customers, or community? Maybe it's adding an unexpected resource, spending extra time solving a problem, or showing genuine care. When you give more than expected, you create raving fans who amplify your impact. Another aspect of generosity is giving without expecting immediate returns. True giving is selfless. It's about impact, not transactions. I've given free talks, shared strategies on stages, and helped people who couldn't pay me back, trusting that God's economy always balances the scales. And it does every time. Hook. Give without strings, and abundance finds you. Reflect on a time when you gave freely. Did it come back to you in unexpected ways? Maybe a connection, an opportunity, or a sense of purpose. Generosity plants seeds that grow into harvests you can't imagine. Finally, generosity extends beyond money or resources. It's about giving your time, attention, and encouragement. Some of my greatest breakthroughs came from mentors who gave me their wisdom when I had nothing to offer in return. Now, I pay it forward by coaching others to surpass their goals. Hook your generosity today, builds someone else's success tomorrow. Surround yourself with givers, not takers, and commit to being a blessing wherever you go. Whether it's in your business, family, or community, look for ways to serve. The world needs your gifts, and when you give them freely, you create a ripple effect of impact. Your generosity isn't just a strategy, it's your superpower. Use it and watch how it transforms your life and the lives around you.